Here is another example of quadratic equation with a leading coefficient which cannot be factored. In this case, we have to use completing the square to solve the equation. So the first thing we will do is to get rid of this 5 by dividing both sides, each term by 5. Divided by 5, divided by 5, divided by 5. Here is the setup of dividing by 5. Divided by 5, divided by 5, divided by 5. Oh, the right side also divided by 5. Divided by 5. Don't forget that. Divided by 5. Okay, so divided by 5. I nearly forgot that. Now, after that, we're going to move, because 0 divided by 5 is 0. This guy over here is 0. Okay, so then that leaves us with moving this term to the right side. So we're going to move plus 9/5 to both sides. This 3/5 cannot be simplified. 5 over 5 is 1. 1 times s squared is s squared. So that's how we got this line over here. Okay. The next thing now is to add blanks to both sides. We're going to put blanks and look for something that will complete the square to fit into the blanks that we added to both sides. This might look a little bit intimidating until let's do some work before I show you the next screen. Okay, let's move this a little bit and then let's do some work. Now, remember that we always try to find what is b over 2 squared. That is what goes into the blank. That is very important that you recognize that formula, or you use that formula all the time. So here, our b is 3/5. That's our b right there. So we're going to do 3/5 times 1/2. Alright, whenever you have a fraction, it's better to write it divided by 2 as times 1/2. Dividing by 2 is the same thing as multiplying by 1/2. So, and then you square it. So then we can do 3 times 1. Let's do another color. So we do 3 times 1 is 3. And then 5 times 2 is 10. So you're going to have 3/10 squared. Sorry, the pen is messing up. Squared. Anyway, we're going to have 3 squared is 9, and 10 squared is 100. Alright, just don't mind my pen. I need money to buy a new pen. Alright, here we go. So we're going to be 9 divided by 100. Okay, that is what will be placed in the blanks. The blanks will have 9 over 100. Okay, so here is the blank already filled up, 9 over 100. Now you know where it's coming from. The next thing is to add these two fractions together. As before, if it's too hard for you, you can use your calculator. 9 divided by 5, enter, plus 9 over 100, enter, then change to fraction. Or I prefer that you use your math knowledge to change this to common denominator. So you're going to multiply 9/5 by 20 by 20. So you can get 100 at the bottom also by 20. So that will be 180 over 100. That is your 9/5 plus 9 over 100. Okay, your right side becomes, add the numerator together, 189 out of 100. That's your right side right there. That right side will be this. It will be 189 out of 100. And the left side is perfect square, which you're going to write this x x something squared. But you remember, to find what's going to be the second element of the binomial, you have to take a half of 3/5. We already did before, so 3/5, a half of that is 3/10. So minus 3/10. So that's what you're going to see on the next screen. This left side is x minus 3/10. This right side is 189/100. And that's what you have right there. X minus 310 squared equals 189/100. Now we're going to take square root of both sides on the next screen. So we're going to do square root and then plus minus plus, well, let's get rid of that, plus minus, excuse me. So it's going to be plus minus square root of 189. Now you're going to remember that we have to split the square root up into square root of 189 divided by square root of 100. And then the square and the square root will cancel on the left side. You're going to have x minus 3/10 left on the left side, x minus 3/10, and that will be on the left side, and then the right side will be just that. And that's what you have over here. That's a plus minus, very important, very, very extremely important. You put the plus minus because two answers are possible. Now we're going to try to simplify 189. 189. So if you divide by 9, so 9 times 13 is 189. So let's see, 13 times 9, that will be 27. And then you have I'll have it on the next screen. So you have 21, not 13, I'm sorry, it's 21. I already did it before. So 9 square root of 189 is actually square root of 9 times square root of 21. Sorry about that. It will be sleepy. Anyways, let's go back. Here is square root of 9. Here is square root of 21. Square root of 9 is 3 root 21. This thing really requires us to use a lot of knowledge that we learned previously. So 3 root 21, that's how we got the 3 root 21 over there. And the square root of 100 is 10. Square root 100 is 10. Square root 189 in the simplified form is 3 root 21. And plus minus, don't forget. So the next thing is to move this 3/10 to the other side. It's a minus here. It's going to become a plus when it gets over here. So it will become x equals 3/10 plus minus 3 root 21 over 10. That's what is coming on the right side over here. That's what you have over here. This is what you have. However, because you have 10 and 10 as denominator, this is 10 denominator, you can keep that denominator as 1, and then you can go ahead and do the numerator, add them together. 3 plus minus 3 root 21 over 10, which actually you can separate into 2. So let's separate into 2, and that will be our final step. So you're going to do 3 minus, so we're going to do the minus first. So we have 3 minus 3 root 21 over 10. So let's write that now. 3 minus 3 root 21 all divided by 10, comma, 3 plus 3 root 21 all divided by 10. And then you close the set. So there you have it. This is how you solve it to the end. It is not hard. It's just when fraction is involved, you have to take your time to deal with the fraction one at a time. All right. Hopefully this is helpful to you.